Good evening, everyone, and hopefully you're ready to start to unwind and get ready for bed. So get your mat set up, a nice comfy spot. If anything doesn't feel good, just skip the pose or modify it as needed. Listen to your body for sure in all of the poses and flows that we do. So hit a quick pause, go get into your pajamas, we'll meet back on the mat. All right. All right, we've got our jammies on and we're ready to get going. So we're gonna stand near the top of our mat in our mountain pose. So our feet are right underneath our hips, our shoulders are right over our hips, and our head is nice and tall. Inhale, relax your shoulders down, back and away, squeezing in the belly here, relaxing the glutes. Keeping our eyes closed or downcast. Let's take one big inhale in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Again, inhaling through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Last time, big inhale in. Let's bend the knees. Inhale, circle, sweep up the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Allowing the head to hang heavy here, chin towards the chest. Slight bend into our knees. Allowing the fingertips to just draw along our mat, or we can take them and cross them to opposite elbows. Whatever's more comfortable here to allow that blood to start to rush towards the head. And if we have any high blood pressure issues, it's always a good idea to keep our head above the heart, so we can always come into a modified forward fold by just getting that nice stretch through the hamstrings, but keeping our head lifted. Or if it doesn't feel good, again, you can always back out. So let's come all the way back to that forward fold. We're just gonna do small, medium pedals through the feet. We'll want to stay forward into the hands now, so our hips are gonna be slightly over the toes. We're just doing this to get some blood moving through the legs and through the hips. Stopping the motion, one inhale, slide back in, let's bend the knees. Inhale, circle, sweep up the arms. Bring our hands to heart center. One big inhale in. Open mouth, exhale. Let's do one more forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle, sweep up the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale, halfway lift here, nice flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. And then these inhale, circle, sweep up the arms. We'll slide our left foot back, keeping our right foot forward, coming into a high lunge, relaxing the shoulders down, back and away. Our feet stay hip width distance apart. Front knee is right over our ankle and pressing into the ball with the right foot or left foot. Keeping our legs just as they are, we're gonna start to bend, I guess, a little deeper into that right leg. We're gonna frame our right foot coming into our runner's lunge. So I'm gonna adjust my stance just a little bit to make it a little longer. Still keeping my feet hip width distance apart. My crown's gonna point straight out now, so my gaze is right down in front of my foot. Coming into a modified runner's lunge, we're gonna slowly lower our left knee all the way down to the mat. And we're gonna release our foot so the top of the foot is now placed there. Let's bring both hands to the inside of the right foot and heel toe. Walk on out to the edge of our mat, coming into our lizard lunge. So this lizard lunge, we're gonna slowly be opening up through our right side hip and nice elongation through our left side hip flexor. We're gonna take 3 rounds of breath here. With each exhale, allowing any tension to release. One more breath. Let's heel toe, walk our right foot back in between our hands and inhale, rise to our low lunge. Staying forward here, pressing into that left side hip flexor, relaxing the shoulders away, keeping our chest nice and lifted, bringing that belly button in towards the spine. Let's exhale, press it back, half monkey, keeping my chest up, fingertips towards the mat to keep me balanced, and I'm gonna try to keep my weight between each leg, so I'm not jumping into my left side or my right side, so I can get that nice big stretch through my right side hamstring. Let's inhale, raise our arms up, low lunge. Exhale, plant our hands around our right foot, curl through the left toe and press forward into our forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, circle through up the arms. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, circle sweep up the arms, keeping our left foot forward, sliding the right foot back. High lunge to the opposite side. Oh yeah. It's a pretty magical pose, as Clay would say. So we're again pressing into the ball of the right foot, keeping that equal balance with our left side. So we have that nice hip flexor stretch already happening here. Let's frame our left foot. Coming into that runner's lunge, so that nice staggered stance here. I'm going to still extend my right leg back a little further. I'm going to have a nice big calf stretch, so I'm going to press back into my right foot, into the ball of the foot to get that nice elongation through the back side. So it's a nice stretch of the hamstring already and into the calf. Yeah. We'll come to that modified runner's lunge by lowering the right knee down and flipping the foot so the top of the foot is onto the mat. Bringing the hands to the inside of the left foot, heel toe, walk out, lizard lunge. Again, our knees stacked right over the ankle. Little bend into the elbows to keep the pressure from locking out. And we'll allow 3 rounds of breath here. Finding that same position you did on the other side. Allow the head to hang heavy. When you're ready, let's start to heel toe, walk our foot back in between the hands. Keeping our feet hip width distance apart. Let's inhale, rise, low lunge. Exhale, press it back, half monkey. Chest stays lifted. Again, keeping the weight between each feet. Inhale, press forward, low lunge. Exhale, framing our left foot. Pressing our right foot up, forward fold. Let's bend the knees. Inhale, circle, sweep up the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, bend through the knees, and we're gonna come into a seated position. We're gonna cross our right leg in front of the left. And we're gonna start to increase that space. So I'm almost gonna be lining up my ankles with each other. So it should feel similar to that butterfly position, but we're gonna keep our heels close into us. We still have a slight overlap, so you can always adjust if you want more of a crisscross or if you need to go further away from the center of the body, please do. But we're just gonna take our hands, placing them onto the outside of our knees. Inhale, roll the shoulders down, back and away. One breath here. Again, inhale in. Exhale, release. Keeping our legs just as they are. We're going to take, or option to take our right foot, stacking it on top of the left, come into our half lotus pose. So keeping both feet flexed to keep our knees in a safe position. For our half lotus, I'm feeling this into my right side hip. So it's a gentle compression here. By keeping my foot flexed, but not feeling any stress into the lower leg. Again, if you're feeling any pain, we can go back into that crisscross shape or just relax the legs in front of you. And slowly start to unwind that breath. Take one more big inhale in. Exhale, release. Lowering our leg down, we're now going to bring our left foot in front of the right, coming back into that overlapped position or that easy pose, or extending it out. Keeping my knees nice and wide, my chest lifted, belly button drawn in, relaxing my shoulders down, back and away. Staying right here, we're gonna cross our left on top of the right, keeping both feet flexed, coming again to that half lotus pose here for that gentle compression into the left side hip. more big inhale in. And exhale, release. Let's take both toes right in front of us, keeping our feet up. Let's inhale, circle, sweep up the arms. And exhale, we're gonna fold forward, bringing our forehead towards our knees. So I've got a long way to go. My legs are feeling a little extra tight today. So I'm just gonna relax my chin towards the chest, coming into this caterpillar position. Allow my vertebrae to just slowly melt. Feel that nice rounding through the spine, extension through the hamstrings. You're ready, we're gonna slide our right foot back, keeping the bottom of the foot onto the mat. Let's just inhale our left arm up and exhale, twist it on over towards the right side. If you'd like, you can take your gaze towards the front of the mat or all the way behind you for a big twist. So looking to the back of the mat. When you're ready, slowly bring it back into center. I'm gonna keep that bend into the right knee, but I'm just gonna slowly lower it down to the side and open up my left leg. Bringing my left arm to the inside of my left leg. I'm gonna reach my right arm up and over, keeping my arm by the ear. Fingers are gonna point towards the toes. My foot staying flexed. Allow that nice big rounding. So I'm gonna try to keep my shoulders in line with my knee so I'm not just falling over into the pose. I'm trying to keep my chest lifted here. Reaching up and over. Let's circle sweep the arms so right hand comes down, left hand comes up, just some big opening. Through our left side and inhale, both arms up, belly button towards our left toes and exhale, fold forward. If we'd like, we can bend our knee here, bringing our forehead down onto the knee. If you can make that connection already, that's great, but I'm just gonna use my knee as a little release through my third eye center. Will release any tension through the forehead, so I'm just gonna slowly sway it side to side. Releasing my leg down, one more big stretch. I'm gonna inhale, both arms up. Extend my legs forward again. Exhale, come forward, forward fold. Big toe grab, real quick here. And on our inhale, let's just slide back up. This time, bringing the left foot in, right foot stays out. Inhaling my right arm up and over, twist towards the left side of the mat. Chest stays lifted. Again, we could take our gaze towards the front of the mat or twist it all the way to behind the mat. Whatever is more comfortable for you, or keeping the gaze right onto the side of it. Releasing our twist back into the center, keeping our left leg out. We're gonna move our right one out to the side, lowering our knee down. Inhale, circle, sweep up the arms, and exhale, bring our right arm to the inside of the right leg, reaching left fingers up and over, keeping my chest lifted. Again, shoulders in line with my knee. For a nice big side body stretch through the left side and a gentle compression onto the right. Let's take one more big inhale in and exhale, cartwheel our hand down, lifting it up and over. Just a big stretch through the chest. Different flexion of the spine. Inhaling, both arms up, twisting our belly button towards our toes. Exhale, fold forward. Again, we're gonna make that a forehead and knee connection with that gentle massage. So again, you need to bend the knee to make that connection. Please do. Let's inhale, both arms up, bring our toes forward, exhale, forward fold. Slowly rise on out. We'll take our legs nice and wide here. So this might be enough just with this wide seated position. Our legs are gonna be out, my chest is lifted, and I have a slight tilt forward into the hips. Might be a little tight into the hamstrings, so we might have that lift underneath the knees. You can always bring the legs a little closer in, have that bigger spider leg feel, I guess. Or you can extend the legs out and start to tip forward. I'm pretty tight in the hamstring, so I'm gonna stay a little lifted, but I'm gonna keep my chest up and just keep the palms down onto the mat. So allow the head to hang heavy, bring the chin towards the chest. And again, at each exhale, we're feeling that release to the hamstrings. Let's start to walk our hands back up, bring our legs together. We'll scoot towards the top of the mat, bringing the bottoms of the feet. Lift it, or press right against it, lifting up our chest, tilting back. So we're having like that boat pose with the upper body and just holding here, nice straight spine. Taking one inhale in. And on the exhale, we'll start to wind down, bring our chin towards the knees, head lowers, and we'll bring our body all the way down onto the mat, keeping our knees lifted, keeping the palms down. Walk the feet back, our heels close to the glutes. Let's cross our left over the right, coming into that figure four shape. So a nice cross with the foot, our foot is flexed. We can stay right here, we can gently press away the left knee. Or we can reach for the right hamstring and get a little deeper into our left side hip. And we're gonna relax our shoulders away from the ears. Let's lower that foot down, crossing to the other side. So our right leg comes across, again, foot stays flexed, gently press away the knee. Or again, option, grab for the left side hamstring, keeping both feet remaining to stay flexed, bringing it nice and close, and relaxing the shoulders away. Let's release our pose, bringing both feet down. We're going to drop our knees towards the left side of our mat, taking our arms out to a nice wide T. Trying to keep our shoulder blades onto the mat. Lower the knees to one side for that nice little spinal twist. Keeping that arms out to a T, let's lift our legs back up and drop them to the other side. Back into center. We're going to try a little happy baby pose. So if you're familiar with the pose, start to go on into it. See if I can adjust this happy baby. So we're going to take our feet up, our knees out. So we're going to be drawing our knees in towards the mat. We're using our hands to gently pull in from the inside or the outside of the feet. We'll do one hand since I'll prop Clay up with the other one. So we're just gently pulling. If it's a little too much into the hips, you can always release it out and just keep your legs up. And I can still feel that compression into my hips with just keeping my legs lifted without having to pull down. So we can either reach for or just gently pull. Option, you can always sway side to side, releasing anything through the spine, or extending one leg or the other, or both. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And on our next inhale, we're going to take both legs up into the air for our legs up the wall, the Burrito Karani. Keeping our arms down by our sides. This is nice little abdominal work by just keeping our legs up, but we're going to try to relax the spine here, bring our shoulder blades to the mat. Let's take 2 more breaths. We'll slowly bring our knees in towards the chest, bringing our feet all the way down onto the mat. Again, we'll bring our heels close to our glutes. Arms are both going to be extended down by our sides, and we're going to either stare right here into this bended knee, or we're just going to inhale the hips up towards the sky for our bridge pose. For this bridge lift, we're slowly activating our core. Nice stretch over the quads. Let's take one more inhale here, and exhale, bring our glutes back onto a mat. We'll bring bottoms of our feet to touch and opening up our hips into our reclined butterfly. Allowing gravity to slowly open up through the legs. Bringing the eyes closer, downcast. Taking 3 more breaths here. We'll slowly start to extend the legs, extend the arms overhead for a big stretch. And hopefully we found that little connection, little time to wind down. And hopefully you have a nice relaxing sleep. Namaste, yogis.